Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. In our today's lecture, we are going to learn about MIME protocol, which is a multi-purpose internet mail extensions. In our previous lecture, we have learned about SMTP protocols. Yes, in that we have seen that if we want to transfer our mail from one user to the another user, then by using the SMTP protocol, two mail servers are communicating with each other, and in this way the message is transferred. But what happens if we want to attach a video, or if we want to attach an image to that mail? So because SMTP is only limited for a text email, yes, but if we want to add some images, if I want to add audio, video, yes, message, so that all types of data are not supported by the SMTP protocol. So for that, the extension is introduced, and this extension is called the MIME, multi-purpose internet mail extensions. So MIME is basically an extension of the initial email protocol known as SMTP. It allows the users to use the protocol for sharing various kinds of data files on the internet, such as audio, video, images, and various programs and various program files, along with ASCII tags as deployed in the original one. Yes. So for that, MIME protocol, or we can say that MIME extension, is used. Everything is same as the SMTP in the MIME. Only change is it provides some extra functionality. That is why it is called some extension. So actually what happened, SMTP is protocol, and if you want to add images or video or audio to that mail, we are just adding an extension of MIME to that SMTP protocol so that we can use that functionality. So that is a basics of MIME. Now let's understand what are the features of this extension. So in a single message, several attachment can be sent easily. There is no limitation of length of the message. Apart from ASCII codes, other data files can also be shared through it. Different kinds of layout, font style, colors, and size can also be used in the message. MIME used the special header format to illustrate the type of format that the mail body is using. Hence, it will make it simple for email client to understand it is the correct format. Even though MIME is designed to support the SMTP, the content type which is defined in MIME has the significance in the communication protocols apart from the email. So these are the list of features that is supported by MIME extension. So we can say that all the communication is same as SMTP protocol. First, a client write a mail on her or his user agent. Yes. Now with the extension of MIME, he can able to add attachments like video, audio, images. Yes. Secondly, he can also use a different layers like font style, font color. Yes. Also, the body of that email is already formatted with the mail that we have to define one subject. There is a body. Yes. So this is where we are creating our mail. After clicking on the send button, all the communication is the same as the SMTP protocol. That this mail is first transmitted to the mail server of client. Now the mail server of client initiate the communication with the receiver's mail server. Now they first handshake with each other, then after message is transferred and that connection was closed. Messages are now received on the receiver's mail server, and when receiver opens his user agent, at that time that mail is fetched from that mail server. So this is how communication is done. So I hope now you understand what is a MIME. MIME is just an extension. With this extension we can use many functionality of email. So that is all about so that's it. Next is MIME headers. MIME headers has a different attributes. First is a MIME version. So the existence of this header specifies that the message is MIME formatted. The latest version used is 1.0, hence it is shown as MIME version 1. If we are using a MIME extension, then with our mail there are some attributes are also attached. So that attributes are called the MIME headers. So first is a version, it shows which MIME extension you are using. So the latest is 1.0, so it is shown as MIME version 1.0. Second attribute is content type. It specifies the message data types. It specifies the message data's type and subtype. The default header value will appear as a content type text /plain. The above type and subtype mean that the message contains a simple text. Yes, so here the type is text plain. It means it contains only the simple text. Others are, for example, the detailing for image, audio and video will be like image/GIF, audio/MP3 and video/MP4. Yes, here if it is an image, then it is written as image/JPG or GIF. Audio, if it is a audio, then audio/MP3. It is a video, then it is video/MP4. So this is how the content type is described. If you are attaching only a text, then the content type is a text plain. If you are attaching a video, then the content type is equals to video/MP3. So this is how content type is changed. Third is a content transfer encoding. It specifies the type of encoding deployed in the message body. The various encoding techniques used are 7-bit, 8-bit, binary, base 64 for binary files with attachments and quoted printable. Yes, so when your message is transferred, computer can't understand the English language, so that is, it is converted into the binary. So that message is converted into the binary. So with which encoding it is deployed, so that is also shown with the content transfer encoding. The encoding techniques are 7-bit, 8-bit, binary, base 64, base 64. Yes, so it shows that which technique is used for encoding your message. So this is also defined in the MIME headers. And the last is content disposition. It specifies the presentation styles and the file name associated with the message. The presentation style can be of two types. First is inline, in which whenever the mail is displayed, the presentation style will be automatically come up. And second is attachment type, in which it is not displayed until we perform a certain action to open it. So these are called the presentation type. So this is all about MIME extension. Let's repeat all the things. So then MIME is just an extension of SMTP protocol. It provides an additional functionality, like it supports an audio, image, message, video. Yes, so that supports many different types of file that we can use in our email. Some of the features are we can write a mail with no limitation. It also provides the layout for like font style, colors, size, etc. Yes, so these are the features of MIME. And last is a MIME header. So it contains MIME version, content type, content transfer encoding, and content disposition. So that is all about MIME extension. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.